nothing related to them. Most of my attention was drawn to the bridge.
Mhm.
But they always mean something. Sometimes they only mean something for you.
Mhm. And it's something I just have to figure out myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to know your own lexicon. Because you use your language different than anybody outside of you.
Mhm.
So you read your patterns.
Okay. I think that's something I need to get into more and understand more. I'm still trying to like understand all of this. Like it's still new to me, like all this information, but my brother's been helping me still trying to understand it and like still try to break it down for me like for all the questions that I still have. But I do appreciate all the information that you're giving to the people and thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, sweetie.
You have a good day.
You too. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Take one more. Where's the best place to be? Follow the animals. Follow the animals. Automated is trustworthy. They made out of the crystal technology. I haven't been watching Washington State, so I don't have anything to mention on that. Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Greetings. How you doing, brother Rod? What's
Mm,
good? What's good? How's everybody?
Everybody good. Where you calling from?
Awesome. Um, the Strait, the city of the Strait, Detroit.
Oh, 313 up in the house.
Right, but
It's
I'm
Detroit
originally
versus
from.
everybody, and that town don't back down. God damn it, let's go.
I live here. I'm originally from Baltimore, though, so that's a whole nother conversation for another live, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, and I know I'd hit you with just like moments ago, didn't even realize you were going live, and I was like, that's interestingly timed about the boy came in. I hope I'm saying it right. Do we feel that all it's almost inferred, but do we feel like everything that's happening is the byproduct of that conjure? And I'm looking for more information from you because I'm piecemealing back a lot through your videos to get more info.
Mhm.
And I'm just trying to shorten up a little bit of my research process before I just dive deep into what all that meant. As I mentioned in my message, like day for day, hour for hour, according to these calendars we're keeping, post Gregorian, of course, everything about this year is exactly the same as 1791. And I feel like the ancestors are like on us, like, hey, y'all, we almost on the same schedule. What are we doing? Are we tying some stuff up? Like, and how does it tie to anything to do with the cityscape and the landscape of our capital? Because I feel like, well, there's like sigils, how the capitals were designed based on our buddy Benjamin Banneker putting some things in place. Is there any correlation to that? Because I really feel like,
That was the map. The
mm,
sigils on the ground in DC was the map, the star map.
right,
They used the star map to know when their time was going to be up because somebody was going to come and tell everybody about the Conjure War.
so, well, can you give me a 50 words or less, or the most condensed version? Because I know you got more videos, and maybe point me to any of your past videos so I can dive deep on my own. What is in fact the Conjure War? And I keep hearing you say recently closed the Conjure. What does that mean, and who's going to be the
Okay,
ones to do that?
the open Conjure is the Haitian Revolutionary Conjure.
Right,
In Haiti, they used Conjure to get assistance to defeat the French in war under Toussaint Louverture and Bookman.
right. Remember that.
Okay, now they never closed the Conjure, so they can't reap the benefit of being victorious in the war because they still have an open war Conjure.
Can you just clarify that a little bit more for me? Forget my ignorance. What does opening and closing it meant? Because this is all still kind of
Okay,
getting
so
family
you
to
call
me.
on the spirit world to give aid in the physical world. You have to send them back home. You have to
Mm-hmm.
close the deal. It's like reading a book. You got to start and to finish,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can't
Yep.
say you finished the book if you ain't read the last chapter.
True.
Every conjure that's open, major conjure, has to be closed at the close of the age. If it's any
So
of them
city spirit.
open, part of my
Mm-hmm.
job is identify it and find out who the actors is and to make sure it's closed.
So, okay, now that helps. Now, based on like even my own family history, which, like I mentioned to you, is a little bit confusing. I feel like every time I make an effort to find that out, I'm blocked off. I feel like there's some connection again, you know, how they did us with the paper genocide and all of that. How many of us and who of us can access that and say, you know, I want to help close it? Because obviously time is up, and I kind of like to call myself a justice warrior. What can I do to get myself on board and make sure that I'm in the right position, so to speak, to whatever capacity?
Well, it depends on your training as a priest or priestess, or as a pillar of the community who you can contact to do certain functions. Right now, Tucson, which is Divine Insight, the government is holding the Conjure up because they got him indisposed on some trumped up bullshit.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So now they can't close the Haitian Conjure, but we didn't already. The only way to close the Feathers versus Fans Conjure is one of us with the feathers had to remember who the fuck we was and that it was a Conjure war, and then we had to show where is it at in the public domain. So if you inbox me, I think I did a whole video on Young Elder on the Conjure war, and
Okay, so that's what.
I did
Yeah.
2 of them on Black Magic 363, but they on his Patreon because YouTube flagged them.
All right, so I've gone through the Black Magics and went back through it. That's what kind of prompted some more. Because again, context, there's like a lot more spiritual stuff that's going on, obviously, for me to arrive at this conclusion. So I'm like, all right, where should I jump in and pick up where I need to on my own study? If you could inbox me the YouTube for Young Elder, because I just got on his page last night, and I got through the one you did a couple of days ago regarding the Seminole Wars. It's just I want to make sure I'm making the best use of my time for what I have time to research, so I can kind of get to the point. Because then I'll go back to the Black Magic videos and maybe have better content. Because the Feathers and Fez thing is still a little confusing to me about who was who, because all our skin folk ain't been kinfolk.
But that was the trick. That was because they believe because we look alike by phenotype that we move the same way. We got the same internal makeup when we don't. We move according to love and they move according to fears. That's why they try to keep everybody in fearmonger mode. Because the fearmongering is what keeps you subjective. If you catch a person while they scared, they ain't no lion, they a fucking sheep.
And they will make a desperate move under desperate measures, and it'll be an error. I hear you. Okay. I have more questions, but I will allow another to enlighten us. And I'm so honored to be on the live with everybody. Hey, y'all doing anyway? What up, DMV folk? I see y'all in the comments.
Oh, yeah. They was over
Thank
here
you.
Detroit in the house.
Man, what up to everybody? What they say? What up, though, over here? I've been living here so long, and I still don't claim Detroit. Y'all don't be mad at me. God bless us all. We got work to do, people.
It's all good.
All right. I'll be looking for some info from you. Thanks, Rod.
All right.
All right, now. Now, you get me out of here. I don't know how this works. I'm old.
I got it. Okay, I'm going to take one more, and then I'm going to go do some stuff. Chief beat your ass. Chief beat your ass. Chief beat your ass. He was training the kids on how to defend themselves. What's up, man?
Yeah, Thug Hootie.
All right, what's going on, God? What's going on with
What's
you?
up, the Hootie, man? Shit, man, it's good to see you, bro.
For sure, for sure. I said
I,
that video you sent me teaching the little kids about how to defend themselves from abduction.
hey, man, I had to bump straight, man. I had to quit my job and bump straight, man, because Big Mama, man, she's on my ass.
She ain't gonna give you no air.
Yep,
You gotta do what you said you was gonna do, or she gonna hold you accountable.
absolutely, absolutely. I had a question about shadow work and digging into the shadow, and if I can get any advice or techniques. I've been writing down all my negative traits in a notebook, and I've been writing the corresponding positive traits in a notebook. I feel like I still need to do more, though.
You got to do grounding so you can get online with what Mother Earth said. You have to clean your filters, liver, intestines, and shit will start to pick up fast. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about.
I did. What do you think about coffee enemas?
Good for detoxing the liver. They real good for
Yeah.
detoxing the liver.
Okay. I started a coffee enema cleanse actually yesterday. That shit is wild as fuck.
Yeah, what you do, 7 days or 3?
Today is my second day, so I'm gonna try to push for I'm trying to fast, but I'm always active and I'm always in the gym and teaching the kids, and my body like it wants to crave food.
The point in fasting is to go head to head with the craving.
Yeah.
You gotta conquer the crave for food. That's the discipline to control emotions.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So cleanse. What is there anything else? Maybe like any meditation, but mainly it's the cleanse, huh?
Yeah, the ground and the cleanse in this book of shadows you're doing is a good starter kit.
Okay.
And then trust
All
yourself
right.
until you get the next answer to the next question before it ever arrives. You will automatically know what to do. But you gotta trust yourself. That comes with knowing the self. If you don't know the self, you can't trust the self. You gotta know
Copy
what your
that.
triggers is, how to control your triggers. Anybody can push your buttons is outthinking you. You gotta remember that.
Yeah. All right. You're breaking up. You're breaking up, Chief. Later, brother.
Yeah. All right. So that ought to get you started, and stay tuned, man. You're gonna see a lot of shit coming soon.
All right. You're breaking up, Chief, but I appreciate you.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Tahuti, man. Fuck it, Tahuti, man. Fuck yeah. That's how we do it, bro. Thank you, Tahuti. Awesome, bro.
All right. Peace.
That's dope.
Okay. I'm gonna take one more. Yeah. Got my man down in Florida. Christina, if you're on the coast with you, move away from the coast.
OG,
What's going on?
how we doing, brother?
Doing pretty swell. Is
All
you
right.
noticing the water receding down there by you? By the
Oh,
ocean?
don't worry, we'll be here waiting for you. You see how they sparing us? But listen, I'm not even gonna take too much of your time, but it's something that you would know the answer to. Can you give me some knowledge or some input or what the story is about this October 9th through 16th Feast of Tabernacles?
Feast of Tabernacles.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a Hebrew religious ceremony.
Okay. And the reason why I'm asking that is that I guess the last big one that they had, that's when the market crashed.
Well, it's about to crash again, so they might not have this one.
So you think that might happen before that feast?
Look, the Pope deadline was yesterday.
Good point.
We're looking at like $1 trillion hole in the global economy. That's got to cause some kind of effect.
Right. Yeah, I'm seeing what's going on in Europe. The
Yeah.
British
All you
pound
gotta
too.
do is watch. All you gotta do is watch.
Yep, I'm watching, but that was something I didn't hear before. And it caught me because, I got to do this like on the auditor of the universe type shit. I got to watch the money and I got to watch the whole life force. I'm still trying to crack this stupid SikApe trust situation. But
What trust?
the SikApe, the Triple Crown King Solomon.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see what's up with that, but that was one thing that struck me where I was like, what is this? Is this like another ritual?
I got the Triple Crown. I got a post on it explaining it on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that about a good few months ago. So that was the part that, I'm trying to connect the dots on that end because they're doing something.
Well, shit, they ain't telling nobody to get to high ground off this motherfucker receiving water in the Gulf. This is alarming to me.
I never seen Tampa like that. And I've been to Tampa plenty of times. That was different.
Yeah, so
That was different. So I guess we'll see. But thanks for the clarity on that. I'll let you go on that, and I'm watching.
yeah.
And tell the Haitian priestesses good luck, because I know it's a mess. I know my people.
All the
I
motherfuckers
know my
gotta do is
people. They're
go leave them,
super
man.
stubborn. They're
Yep.
super stubborn. There's a 30 Haitian that's dealing with that Tucson thing too. Because
That's why they trying to stop it. That's who's trying to stop it.
you'd be surprised how many magistrates are Haitian.
No, I won't.
So, you know, it's a mess. Tell them, you know, my prayers are with them, but I know my people. It's a mess, and I don't know who it is. It's a group, but they're powerful, and they're assholes,
Yeah.
and they don't care.
Oh yeah, we already know. They gonna get their dozen though. Because
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm
only
waiting
is they
for.
gonna have to answer in 3D, them spirit elders is coming to their door. So don't worry about it.
You gotta believe it.
Yeah.
All right, OG,
All
good
right,
talking
guys.
to you.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Hey, Tree Pontiac, how you
I'm
doing?
good. You looking like Black Girl Magic.
Yeah, well, thank you, thank you. It's good to see you.
What's on your mind today?
Okay, so I had two questions. Um, One, I really wanted to know about, like, did you have any information on exiotonal lines? Because I read a book about it, and I know it connects with like the Merkaba and the chakras. I know the exiotonal lines also connect with the grids. It's like our connection with the grids. And my second one is about, so I've been getting these downloads and meditation lately, and they've been heavy. So I know last time I spoke with you, it was talking about how, you know, you mentioned with her how she might be royalty, like princess and prince, I guess in the galaxy you would call it. But my last download was telling me about like where I came from, and I got this download talking about Sirius C. You know, they don't talk much about Sirius C, but Sirius C is there. The scientists have tried to debunk it, and in my download I was being told that it's kind of like how Wakanda is, and how they masked or like clothed themselves so no one could find them. And so I also seen that Sirius C is like the only one out of the whole trio that has a satellite that revolves around it. And so I was looking that up, and I seen how the satellite has like a name that's like called the Women's Ground, and Sirius C has a name that's linked to it, and it's like it's all about matriarchal and like it being a matriarch. And that's like what I seen when I got the download telling me that our royal clan is like it's a matriarch. So yeah, those are my two questions. I know that was loaded.
Okay, the first one is, which lines did you say? The Nazca lines?
The exiotonal lines. They're exiotonal.
Which landmass?
I don't know. Is okay with the lines. It's not a landmass. They're like connected to the grids, and so we have our fingertips, and each fingertip is a line, and like the fingertips has
Oh,
this
okay,
frequency
so you
line.
talking like, yeah, so you talking about like those acupressure lines and acupoint lines. And
Yeah, and
you asked me if they was connected to what?
they're in the book I was reading. Like the book was talking about how to tap into the Merkaba, and like you know how we do astral travel. We all know we just tap into it, but it's like more of a focused way of being able to tap into it, like you walking into a ship and connecting to these grids. And they showed like the grid that had the dove, the grid that's like the lion. But it's like our fingertips. They have these frequency lines that connect to our chakras, and it
Mhm.
has this way of like,
So,
yeah,
so the mudras is how you activate them.
okay,
That's how you activate the energy in your fingers. The macabre is when you convert your form into a light body. And the
Right.
torsion field gives the appearance of it shining like a pyramid inside of a pyramid. We call it the star life. That's because when you start to activate the Merkaba, the platonic energy is the double triangle, two triangles interlocking, right?
Yeah. So the book was heavy on how you connect those two triangles. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the energy field of the body, when you are in the auric field, above your head is a pyramid facing down, and below your feet is a pyramid facing up.
Mm-hmm.
And by going through certain spiritual initiation rites, you are able to draw them in at the same time in order to generate the energy field that produces what appears to be the Merkaba. But it's a condensation of the energy field around the body to the point where it becomes visible to the naked eye. And